Hey guys, Richard here with eBike Reviews and Adventures. Today we're going to take a look at the Andsky S700 right here. I'm going to tell you all the things I like, all the things I think could be improved upon, so let's jump into the video. Alright, a big thanks to Andsky for sending us the S700 so we could test it out and review it. I can tell you so far we've enjoyed it. It's been a nice ride. Let's go ahead and talk about a few things. The important things right up front is it does have the 750 watt motor right here in the back. And it does have a 16 amp hour battery right here underneath the seat post. And it does require a key to be able to lock that in. Let's see here. Let's go up here at the front. We'll start up here. It does have CST BFT 20x4 tires. And we found that they've been working out very well. Those are mounted on these really nice mag rims right here. I like the look of the mag rims. It's just a fun look, a nice alternative to spokes. We do have a front suspension here. It does have a lockout. Now, this doesn't have the progressive lockout. It's just all or nothing. And in the open position, it is a little bit squishy. In fact, it oftentimes, as you can see here, what our headlight looks like, it'll push that headlight sideways when we hit a bump because it squishes down like that. So I kind of need to move this headlight to the front, and that's something I'll probably do. It does have plastic fenders, and I like these fenders. They're not just a solid black, okay? They've got this nice little shiny strips on them right here on top of the fender. It just adds a nice little look, just a nice little feature there. Now, these baskets up here, I will tell you, is an accessory item. They don't come with the bike, so if that's something you're interested in, you'll have to purchase those separately. We've got lots of extra wire and cable here, but first, take a look at how nicely that is wrapped. That is nice and cleanly wrapped all the way up right here. And you've got extra because they give you this handlebar stem right here that is adjustable. So not only does it fold, but it also raises up. And you can raise these handlebars up pretty tall if you happen to be a tall person. Now we do have 180 millimeter disc brakes on here. These are hydraulic brakes. I appreciate it when we have hydraulic on an e-bike. Now, you do have this bottle holder that comes with the bike, and it mounts right here on the down tube. This is a folding bike, and it's fairly easy to fold up, even though, it's a fairly heavy bike at, 70, I think it was 77 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. We do have a suspension seat post that comes with this bike. So that's a nice little feature they gave us. Moving on towards the back right here, we do have the tourney derailleur, and we do have a derailleur guard that is already attached, which is also a nice little feature for this bike. I like the rear rack, and that it is, the way it's mounted here, it just gives it, it's nice and sturdy. That allows you to put a lot of cargo back here if you get the optional basket. So that is something I do recommend, because if we're honest with each other here, that is a really cool looking bike with baskets on both ends, okay? So if you're thinking about picking up this bike, make sure you pick up the basket package, because that is way cool. Back here in the back, we do have a working tail light and brake light right there. Now, I didn't mention the seat, but the saddle it's actually pretty soft compared to a lot of stock saddles that we normally see. So it's not bad at all. So I'm happy with that. Moving over here, we do have the cockpit area. I like that it has this palm rest right here. So this is actually one of my favorite grips. We do have blinkers, so you have the left, right. We do have a electronic horn. We have a nice button pad right here. You got the power button right in the middle. Your up and down pass level, you got your information, and you have a headlight button. And like I said, these are hydraulic disc brakes, and these are the Dizland brand. I've seen a similar display before, so I really like this display. It's colorful, if you can see it in the sunshine here. And yeah, so we can adjust up and down our pass levels there, and it does have 5 levels of pedal assist. One thing I don't care for about this particular display, and that is the mileage, how it's written here. You can barely see the dot. It looks like that's 423 miles, but it's actually 42.3. But you just can't see the dot, so I wish that was a little bit bigger. Battery indicator is up here at the top. Over here on the right, we do have a 7-speed Shimano shifter, and this is a twist throttle, or a half-twist throttle. So the short time, or the time that we've had this bike, I tell you, we've enjoyed it. It's been a great little bike. I think it's an outstanding value at $1,099. Remember, that does not include the baskets, but I think it's a great value at $1,099. I think it's just a great, more of a budget kind of friendly bike, and it's got great features for that price. So we've sure enjoyed it, and I think they did a good job with it. Let's go ahead and get this thing out for a ride, and we'll talk about some more things. All right, now this bike frame is a little shorter, and because it's got the 20-inch tires, and because the handlebars are almost straight up and down, it makes it a little zippy, which is fun if you go somewhere where there's like a lot of tight turns or something, but it's not uncontrollably, okay? So don't worry about, oh, you know, it's gonna be too zippy, I'm gonna lose control. No, it's nothing like that. All right, I've noticed that the motor has, you know, the motor sounds good. It doesn't sound really loud like other bikes that we have had. So it's about average as far as, you know, the whine that you hear it kick up as it gets wound up there. I do like that this bike has a lot of pickup speed. I mean, it just picks up and goes pretty quick. And I do like that about it. Now let's just go ahead and stop here for a minute and talk about a couple things. We're gonna go ahead and drop this down in pedal assist 1. Now, one thing about this bike is your throttle is tied to your pedal assist levels. I don't know if there's anything in the admin settings that can change that, but at least out of the box, that's how it is. We're gonna hit the throttle, and it takes off nice and slow. There's no quick reaction or anything there. It's just a really nice, this is throttle only, and we're gonna go, what, about 5 miles an hour. So I like that. It's great for someone who's learning how to ride a bike, say maybe someone who's a little unstable and they're trying to learn and get familiar with it. That first pedal assist is nice and slow, and I like that. We're gonna bump it up in the pedal assist 2. Now we're gonna get on up there a little bit. You hear it speeding up. And now we're gonna be, where are we gonna be? Probably about 11 miles an hour. Yeah, so we're gonna stop about 11 miles an hour. In pedal assist 2, jump up to pedal assist 3. We got a little bit of a kick there. Now it's getting a little more aggressive, and it says, hey, let's get going, let's go somewhere. So it's jumping up there to 16 and a half. And then we're gonna, oh, we hit 17. Now we're gonna hit pedal assist 4. Another small kick in the pants there. Now we're up to 22 almost. There's 22. And we're gonna cut out there about 22 miles an hour. And then in pedal assist 5, another gentle kick. And this is where we're gonna be able to zoom on up to about 28 miles per hour. So just a real smooth, real good reaction out of the throttle, real good reaction as you adjust your pedal assist. And we're gonna hit 27 and a half, almost 28. But remember, your body weight affects that too, and I'm a heavier person. Now let's talk about that, because I am a heavier guy. I am 6'1", 240 pounds. I can easily ride this bike, easily, no problems at all. Now let's go ahead and stop here again for a moment. This time, we're gonna drop it back down in the pedal assist 1. And this time we're just gonna pedal to get started. So let's see here, there we go. 1 rotation. And then you don't really feel that motor kick in. It's so gentle in pedal assist 1. Unlike other bikes, you feel it. You feel that deliberate, you know, jolt when the motor kicks in. Pedal assist 1 is so smooth on this bike, and you don't realize that you're actually getting power from it. I'm going to bump it up to pedal assist 2, and there we go. Now we can feel that motor giving us more. We're picking up speed. We're doing that 10 miles an hour. I'm not using the throttle at all, so now we're up to that 10 miles an hour. Real nice cadence here on the pedal. Not bad at all. So at 10 miles an hour, there's our cadence. We're going to bump it up to pedal assist 3. So now we're going to get on up there to that 16 miles an hour or so. Real nice and smooth. At this pace, I can still pedal the bike just fine. There's no ghost pedaling, because it does have that 14 by 28 gear set. Now that 14 by 28 gear set on this bike and any other bike that you might be looking at, that's good for up to about 20 miles an hour or so. As you start to reach 20, that's when you're going to start ghost pedaling. And we're already in 7th gear over here. I'll just point that out. So the bike is good to pedal for up to about 20 miles an hour. Beyond that, you're going to start ghost pedaling, and it's kind of hard to keep up with the bike. So at that point, you just need to, you just plan on using your throttle if you want to ride faster than 20 miles an hour. And that's just one of the critiques I have. You know, all bike companies, they put that 14 by 28 gear set on the back, and it's fine for bikes that don't go faster than 20. Anything that is designed to go faster than 20, up to 28, it really needs to have an 11 by 28 or even 11 by 32 gear set on it, and that would eliminate the ghost pedaling. But in Pedal Assist 3, we're doing 17 miles an hour. You know, that's my cadence. You can see my legs moving. I can keep up with that. It's comfortable, and it's just an enjoyable ride. Let's go ahead and test out the brakes now. Since we're doing about 17 miles an hour, I'm going to go ahead and hit the brakes right now. There we go. So the brakes work well. They feel good. They grab nicely there. You can easily control whether or not you lock up the brakes or not. I try not to lock up the brakes. Let's hop up here on the sidewalk because there is a car coming. So there we go. Back down again. So the suspension on this bike is good, but for me, being a heavier rider, it does feel a little soft, that front suspension. So I wish there was a way to tighten that up just a little bit. But it's not bad at all. I mean, be honest, it's not bad. All right, let's see what else I can tell you about this bike. It feels real good, and it's just a really nice ride. And if you're someone who doesn't want to go maybe more than 20 miles an hour, I highly recommend this bike. I do. It's just a smooth riding bike. It's fun to ride. It's adjustable. You can easily adjust the seat. You can easily adjust the handlebars to get it to the right height for you. And buy those optional baskets on the put them on the front and the back. Those are easy to install. And then you have a grocery getter. You can run to the store, do a little shopping, take it for a picnic, or just cruise around your neighborhood like I'm doing here. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. And there'll be a link down below so you can go and check out the Andsky S700, get more familiar with it. And if you have any questions, drop them down below, so I'll get answers to you. I'll figure it out, and happy to answer those questions for you. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We'd love for you to join our community because we talk about and have videos about all kinds of things related to e-bikes, and that would be great to have you around. Guys, that's going to be it for this one. You guys ride safe.